All right, I think I'm live. Hello, hello, Zen friends. Happy weekend to you. Hope you're doing well and having a great moments coming in. Hey, hello, everybody. So, before we jump into everything, let us bring in some beautiful love energy to align our energies, to allow this beautiful unconditional love energy to come into our hearts, our minds, our energetic bodies, our chakras, our meridians, in our physical bodies. Fill it up and overflow out to the world. And while I'm doing this, I'll hit the singing bowl 3 times. And as I'm doing it, if you also want to like focus on something that you're grateful for in this moment, that helps raise our love vibration immediately, and also it opens us up to receive messages from spirit and to receive for the things that we are grateful for. It expands it, allows those things to come in easier as well. So let us jump in and we'll do that. So if you want to take a big deep breath with me. Beautiful. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me and doing that. Beautiful energies. Put that over here. All right. Hello, hello, everybody. Good to see everyone. Hello. Oh, good stuff coming into the world today, right? Wonderful energy. So, we'll jump in to talk about some other things. But first of all, hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my readings or new to the channel, hello, hello. We got a great group of Zen friends, huge hearts, great senses of humor, and there's always room for more Zen friends, so you're definitely welcome here. How the free readings work, we do go down in order, first come, first serve down the chat. There is no special list. The chat is it. Just put your question out there, or if you don't want to put your business out there, you can ask for a general reading, or if you don't know what you want to hear from spirit, but I don't know what about what, or you can ask for just a general reading. And then we'll pull 1 to 2 cards for those and see what comes through. If anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I prioritize those readings, step out of the free readings, dive deeper, meaning I pull more cards for those too. We get into the tea sometimes, then we get a little nosy around those things. And then once I'm done, I return back to the main chat. Now, if you want to make a donation, you can use the super chat at the bottom or in the description box of the video. It does list my Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, and Square. And there's no set dollar amount. Whatever you give from your heart, it's the perfect amount. I know everyone's cost of living is different. The rate of exchange is different across the world. So whatever you feel like you want to give, it will be the perfect amount. Mwah, right? um, After donations, my YouTube channel members do get second priority for their free readings. We have some here right now. You'll see their names in green with their little badges. We got Amazing Grace. Hello, hello. Suri Amanda. We got Moonlight 5. And hey, Deb Deb. Thank you guys for being here and for that. If you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, I do have 2 levels, Zen Cricket $2.99, Praying Mantis $7.99 a month. And in addition to being prioritized during this session, we get together on Thursday nights. We start at 6 p.m. and we go for a few hours. Sometimes, like this last Thursday, we went up to 4 hours. So unlimited tarot readings, oracle readings, past life readings, even. So we really have a good time. So if you want to get to know us more, we get a little more talkative, a little more sharing of things because we have more time and there's not as many individuals. So if you want to join us, check that out. Praying Mantis members after my Friday and Saturday night session, like after this one, and Sunday afternoon session, we actually have a special Praying Mantis sessions as well. So all that information down in the description box of the video. We will be giving away 10 free Zen Cricket memberships in this session. I was going to give away 5 this morning, but mysteriously, YouTube likes to keep us on our toes sometimes. And I went to go do it where it normally is. And I'm like, it's not there anymore. But I researched while I was eating and found the little secret place to do that. So we'll be doing those here in a moment. If you haven't, let me grab the little video here. Oh, here it is right here. If you haven't set your gifting option to on, then this little video will tell you how to do that. So I'll give you a minute while I blab about some other stuff. If you want to go in there and change that, then you can, and it might have changed, obviously. Now I'm thinking about it because some of the stuff normally I would see down in the little thing is gone, but maybe it'll show for you. Um, but I'll give you a chance to switch that on before I do the 10 giveaway. They give me 10 free a month, so you can win a month membership. Also, I put out an announcement. Let's take a look here. And here are the 5 winners for for reaching 2,400 plus YouTube channel members. But in there, I also have how you can get into a drawing. I'm going to have 1 free giveaway a week for the month of June. So if you're interested in getting into the drawing for that, be sure to check out that video. I'll have it each Tuesday. So if you do what it tells you to do in the video, like before Tuesday, you'll be included in every one for the rest of the month too. You don't have to redo things. Just once you do enter once, you'll be in the drawing each week. And once you only can win once during the week, though, just to be fair. So once you win, I don't include you in the drawing for the future ones because you already won. Also, part of my balancing, for those of you that weren't here last night or this morning, I was sick last week and it was a good time for balancing. I'm going to do away with a lot of the other readings that I do, the videos I put out, like new moon, full moon readings, Zen Gates, and those things, just to balance things. I'm going to continue to do my lives because this is what I adore and doing my giveaways. I love those. But things like this is one that came out this morning. This will be the last full moon video for now, anyway, for Sagittarius full moon, which comes out next week. So that's a free video if you want to check that out. We do have a reading in there and some other information. The last Zen Gate yesterday was 6/6. That's the last Zen Gate we'll do. And so that's the heart portal. If you want to check that out, that energy is going to be with us through up until around the July 7th, 7/7 portal that will be happening for us. What else? I think that was everything I wanted to mention there. Yeah, I think that's it. So if you want to check any of those out, those things are free. We'll have still, I think next Saturday, I had already recorded the Cancer sign sun video. So that one will be out next Saturday. We also have the solstice readings already out there for you as well. So all of that is available for you there. Blah 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 yada yada. I think that's everything. Hey, my fiend. Hello. Shout out to another YouTube channel member, Divine Empathic Clairvoyance and Tarot. And hey, Olivier Vergara. Didn't see you there. Sorry, wasn't paying attention. Welcome to you as well. So shout out to everyone here. All right. So let me go over here and let's see here. Let me shrink that. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to give away, it's going to go in 2 sets of 5. So let's see if this will work. I should have probably tested it before. Okay, no. So it says send 5 now. So everyone, it's not me. All I do is push a button that says gift 5. So it's the spirit, the universe, and YouTube that chooses the 5 winners. We'll do 5 and then 5 more. So here we go. Ready? All right. It is starting. It says, boom, there it goes. All right, Miss K, you won one. Amazing Grace. Oops, sorry, Amazing Grace is hello. Sorry, you came in right as they were doing all that. And then Love Yourself First, and Stacy and Melissa and CJ. Let me grab those here. Those are the first 5 winners. All right. And then hopefully it'll let me do it again here. There it is. And so we'll do the other 5 now. It is thinking, it's beginning. Here it goes. Boom, boom, boom. So we have Lisa and Tanya and Lady A and Darlise Georgie and Scorpio 1180. So congratulations, all of you 10, for winning those 10 Zen Cricket free memberships. So we look forward to, maybe we'll see you on Thursday as well. All right. So that is good. Let me move that up there. And we'll be good here. All right. So let me take a look here. We do have some donations, so we will start there. So what we have so far, we've got Amazing Grace, and then we have Sean G, and then Suri Amanda, and then Moonlight 5. And then I believe here, yep, Sean G, we have another one. So we'll circle back around for number 2 there for you. All right. And for everyone, I do put out timestamps for videos after I'm done. And that reminds me here, I think I saw Anda. I didn't see a question from you. So you asked if, hey, did you get to my question yet? And I looked back and I couldn't see it anywhere. So I'm sorry, YouTube did not put out a question there. And so I didn't do a reading. So that's why if you don't see your name in that long list, it's because I didn't see a question. So if you put one now, we can verify that it's out here for you now. But I didn't see one. So I'm sorry. Sometimes if you use certain words, sometimes YouTube is like, well, it'll error you and it won't come through on our side because they're thinking it's shenanigans or something. So try putting it out there and we'll see if it pops out here this time. So sorry, but we'll get you squared away now. All right, or sometime this evening. Okay, so I am going to be I'm going to continue to use these. I think it's Soha Mystic Tarot. This is what it looks like here. Beautiful deck. So I'll be using this. And we will get started here. So let me get down over here. All right, so Amazing Grace. Well, I'll do here. We'll start you, Amazing Grace. We'll start Amazing Grace at 15 minutes even. So that's where your timestamp is. There we go. And we will take a look here. So, Amazing Grace, you wanted messages from your husband to be. What does your husband want you to say here today, or want you to know today? Give these a shuffle, shuffle. All right. So let's take a look here. Okay. These here, huh? 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. They're all together, though. Oh, wow. So at the bottom of the deck, you do have the 2 of Cups. We like that. That's like the Lover's card. It's definitely a relationship card. Underneath that, you have the 10 of Cups, which is this joyfulness, togetherness, this heart full and overflowing. So definitely beautiful energies coming in with that. The number 6 is the number of unconditional love. It is the number of mother, as well, capital M, mother. So I like that energy coming in um, for you because I feel like that's an important thing for you to know that they honor you as mother. But it's deeper than this. It's deeper than a human mother. This is like as divine feminine, and they honor you with this deep divine feminine energy. Wow. Let's see what else they have here. You have the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords is this battle between head and heart. And we'll get more information on that here with these other cards because they're wanting to bring here forward for you information on conflict in your life. And this is more, I feel like, from their higher self of your future husband, offering guidance and direction for you here. Yeah, you have the 5 of Swords, you have the 5 of Cups, all this transformative energy of head and heart that is coming in. And I feel like you've been having these obstacles, confrontations, things, yeah, coming up for you, emphasis on for you, to be able to release things and have those, be moved out of your life. And it's the freedom of chains of the past and, excuse me, and shackles, allowing you to move forward quickly and higher and moving higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. So I do like that energy for you there. You also have the Queen of Pentacles. Here's that Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, this Empress energy that's coming in here as well. So I really like that being emphasized here because part of all this stuff that's coming up, it's almost like purification. If you know about like gold, it impurities, they call them impurities in the gold, um, are called dross. And as you heat up the gold, the dross floats to the top and they scoop it off and then they turn up the heat more bubbles up, they scrape it off, they heat it up more goes until it gets to this certain heat where these impurifications or these things that are impacting the consistency of the gold is moved away. And this is what they're kind of saying here, not that you have impurities, but it's lower vibrational things that have stuck to us in the past that are being melted away, that are being transformed. And it's helping you get in contact with this higher sense of divine mother within you. And I feel like this is an important piece, especially the Queen of Pentacles being like the Empress, mother nature, mother nurture, this beautiful um, divine feminine energy that's there. Um, and then they have the Emperor. I thought, oh my God, it's the Empress, but it is the Emperor. And the Emperor is this, again, this is like this. They've got 3 cards of divine feminine energy, and now they're going into the balance of this divine masculine energy. Because you already have a strong sense of your power, right? The Emperor is Aries energy. It's I get to choose my path. I get to choose what I want. I'm putting plans together and putting action behind it. And I like this. They're saying here with all of this that don't wait to move forward and make decisions and move, because I'm not going to be your life. I'm going to be a part of your life. And I'm not going to tell you how to live your life or what you should or shouldn't do. I'm going to be a support for you, just like you're going to be a support for me. But you have your life, and I have my life, and we share them. But and there might even be some overlay of things, of course, but they're like, but a big portion of your life is your life, and you get to decide it. You're the emperor of your kingdom. I like that. I think they said something like this before. Feels familiar, like I'm the emperor on my border, and your empire borders my empire, and we share things back and forth, but we still have our boundaries and our border, that where I am separate from you, we don't join and become one country. We're two countries that move into, or two empires that move into alliance, and we're allies for each other. And I like that, because they are respecting your independence and um, respecting who you are and your choices. And so, like, you don't wait to make choices outside of, wait. Well, I need to wait. It's like, no, go forward. We'll make it all work. So I like that. Yeah, the Three of Cups, joy, celebration. This is a group energy here, allowance of this. Um, Creating your community, is more what it is that are saying they're creating this community, and that so you don't have to wait. Create your community, create your coven, create your group, whatever it is that you want to create. Do that, and we will. I'll become a part of that with you, and if I have something, you'll become a part of that with me. Um, but this is for you to lead as Divine Mother, whatever this is that's unfolding as well. And the Justice card, yeah, this beautiful balance of things. The pursuit with the Ace of Swords of seeing higher knowledge and sharing higher knowledge and helping balance um, the human experience as we get to connect with the higher things. We're able to release some old small teachers. Again, the release of the shackles, the release of these things that don't serve anymore. But it's a very empowering energy, that we'll be a part of each other's lives, but we won't be each other's lives. That's good. It's a great boundary of energy there. I feel like we're going to go to the art of manifestation for your fortune cookie. So let's see what else they want you to know here. Okay. Do it this one. It's okay not to be okay. It's a great thing. Card 28. When we feel low or have challenging emotions, we often then feel bad about feeling bad. This effectively doubles the emotional load. So, this card asks you to understand your difficult feelings as guidance, highlighting that something needs to change and that you're entitled to seek support in this. So, yeah, those fives of change. It's like realizing that it's okay to not be okay. Don't beat yourself up for it. Be gentle and go, okay, why am I feeling this way? It's happening for me to transform things. So, I like that. All right. So, that's number one. So thank you so much for your donation. Amazing Grace. All right. And then Sean G, you are up for your first question here. So let's grab that timestamp. All right. And then I think your question was up here. Let's find it here. You donated through CashApp. Okay, we saw that. All right, there it is. So, what's the energy around the house in Philly? You sent in the paperwork. Um, okay. See, if you email and tell the guy that you're leaving at the end of the month, will they make sure that you're in court within 2 weeks and I get the check then. Okay, I get it. So all that's the question together. Okay. So what's the energy around the house in Philly? Let's take a look at that and that. And then if you email and tell the guy, hey, I'm leaving at the end of the month, I got to go on vacation, will they make sure that you're in court within 2 weeks and get the check by then? Okay. Okay, 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. All right. So we'll find out what this is about, but we've got the 9 of Wands on the bottom here, which the 9 of Wands is an energy of perseverance, but also feels like there's some sort of energetic block that has been keeping things from going forward. So let's see what this energy is about. What's the energy around this? You do have the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So 9 of Cups is a emotional high, but it's also, like dreams come true energy. And the Ace of Swords is new communication. So I do feel like you're going to be getting some new updates, some new clarity around all of this here very soon. Yeah, and you got the Knight of Cups and the Justice card, Justice Department. So here's court information. There is movement with this Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords are like the pretty standard speed of things, whereas like a Knight of Wands is fast, fast, and Knight of Pentacles is slow. They're in the middle. They're like, yeah, it's things in the justice, the justice area of the court system. Um, there is movement that's happening with it, and things are going through it. So I feel like you're going to be getting some communication on around this as well. So whatever this block has been happening seems to be opening up. Whatever was holding something back seems to be something's triggering here. If you email them, will you be able to have this? I feel like the response you get back is positive with the Sun card and the 4 of Cups. So it feels like there might already be something in the works, as well. Um, yeah, but I feel if you email them, that might put a fire under some things because you do have the 5 of Wands, and then here's the Knight of Wands. Speed, speed. Speed is of the essence. So I do feel like, if you email them and let them know that you are gonna be going out of country and you really appreciate, anything that can be done for the speed of this, um, or if you can even maybe, um, call them, if you can call instead of email, I feel like because you can put on the schmooze when you want to, and your energy that you put forward in person with your voice. I feel like if you call them and go, "Hey, I was wondering if there's anything that you can do and help me with this. I'm going to be doing this and headed out, and I really could use that. And is there any way that we can do this where we add on?" I feel like that will also speed things up here. Email, I feel like is okay, but I feel like there's something lost in your energy is powerful with your voice is what I feel. So voicing it, I feel like will be even better for you. But it feels like very positive information coming in through all this, and that there's energy happening. But I like it because we mentioned the Knight of Wands, and then you got it there. So I do feel like, and here's even the Knight of Swords underneath all of that, that there is communication coming in. And it might speed things up if you speak with them. They might be like, oh, yeah, we were going to send this to you. But since we have you, can we? This is what we need, and we can get things moving. So I feel like if you contact them, that you can get some, maybe some faster results too, vocally, right? Or even in person, which I know that's difficult to do. But let's see what your angel number brings in here for you. All right. You have 0303, taking chances. Yeah. says success, knowledge, friendship, impatience, freedom, optimism. So when chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. So trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. That's why I feel like take a chance in contacting them and not feel like you're bothering them, but reaching out with them there. You'll email and call Monday. There you go. You may be the block. You should have already emailed, but he'd been overwhelmed with a lot going on. Oh, okay. I am my own block. No problem. But I like that. So boom, boom, boom. Here we go. So perfect. I like that for you. And then we'll circle around for your number two here in just a moment. So up next we'll have Suri, Amanda, and then Moonlight 5, and then Sean G. And then I think I just got take a look here. Make sure I'm looking at the names right here. Yeah. And then Tanya, you will be up after that. So thank you for donation. Yep, I hear you, Shanji, right? I may be my own block. And right, awareness is half the battle. All right. So up next here, we do have Suri Amanda. Let's grab your timestamp here. Put that in here. All right. So thank you for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like here. So you had a problem at work with Jean. Uh-oh. Will Benoit support you on this issue? All right, let's take a look here. Trouble, trouble. So will they support you, Benoit? Got this and this. I got this and this. Oops, come on. There we go. I do want this one here too. And that's the bottom. All right. Yeah. All right. We'll take a look here and see what we have unfolding. On the deck, we do see the conflict here, the Five of Swords, the conflict that made its way out into the world between you and Jean. Or Jean? And let's see here, but Benoit, though. So we have the Four of Pentacles. There is a solid foundation. So there is the solidity of the outside world that comes in with this. So I feel like you're safe. I feel like there's some security that's here. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, abundance and fullness. So it feels like very supported here. It feels like it's going to be positive for you with this energy. You got the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. Holy moly. All of these are Nine of Pentacles is like, again, another independent abundance card. The Queen of Pentacles, more abundance. You got four Pentacles, all of them being even numbers are good. And the Nine of Pentacles is really good. And the Queen of Pentacles even better. Just very solid energies here. So it does feel like you're going to get a lot of support here. You got the Five of Pentacles, which is the feelings here, this fear. On here, you got the Hanged Man, yeah. So this transformation energy with these two coming out. You have the Five of Pentacles, the fear of being abandoned, the fear of being left out in the cold, the fear of not having enough, being enough, blah, blah, blah. This, with those two cards coming out together, it's obvious with all the support you get, it transforms these feelings of lack, these feelings of fear of not being supported, really allows you to see and from a different perspective going, wow, people do have my back. People do support me, and there is a great support here for you. So I like all of this here. And then your last card, the King of Pentacles. Again, if you wanted even better than the Queen, you have the King, the highest pentacle of abundance and fullness here. So I definitely feel here with all of this that you will get not only support from Benoit, if I'm saying that correct. I probably am totally mispronouncing it, but um, for B there, but that you will also get a lot from other people too. And you have spiritual support, of course, as well. So I feel like there's nothing to worry about. You are going to get all the support you need. In the end, there's all this. Uh, you come out victorious in whatever is unfolding with all this here too. Let's pull here. We got the Art of Manifestation Oracle for your fortune cookie. Let's see what they have here for you as well. Yep. The inner critic, right? Here we go. This is us. We're our own worst critic, right? So this card asks you to transform your inner critic into an inner critique. The realistic appraisal and constructive feedback of a critique will enhance your ability to step into the very best version of yourself, whereas ongoing and persistent criticism will wear you down, eroding your confidence and your belief in your abilities. So I like this. You know, you can look over a situation. Whenever we have conflict, we can look at it and go, what would I like to do different later? Don't beat ourselves up. We did the best we could in the moment with the information that we had, the energy we were in, the environment we were in. And then afterwards, we can look back and go, you know what? Maybe in the future, I would do this different. And I'll make note to do that, but don't beat yourself up. But so a lot of support here. I like that for you. So that's what they have for you, Suri. So many blessings to you. Hey, Tanya. Yeah, post your question now. Would be perfect. That way I don't have to waiting for you. If for some reason you get disconnected and can't get back in, you will definitely get your question answered anyway. Yeah, so if you don't mind, just throw it out there, and we'll be there here in a few minutes. So, all right, good question. Okay, so that is that one there. All right, and then Moonlight 5. Ooh, 3737 is your timestamp. Moonlight, are you up already or still up? Good morning. Or maybe you'd even go to sleep and you brought some pie. All right. You up for a midnight snack? All right. And I did see your email here as well. And okay. Okay, in the next 3 months, was there a storm coming into your life? So I'll bring both of those in here together and we'll find out here. Who is this person igniting fear? Was it a fear-based communication, or was it like out of love going, hey, I'm just kind of picking this up? Or is it someone saying, hey, for $9.99, for 10 easy payments of $9.99, I'll remove this curse from you? I know some people manipulate things with fear, right? You went to sleep but woke up. Okay. Okay. So let's take a look here. Any storms coming your way in the next 3 months, especially around this other thingy? All right. What do we want to know here? What do we need to know about all this? And I feel like we want this one too. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Two of Pentacles. Very balanced energy. There's also this dual choice path that's here. But it is cycle. There's cycles, there's balance, but I don't feel like woo, right? A message of care. Okay. And let's see what's coming in here though. So we've got Temperance, we've got the Page of Pentacles, and here is this patience, the temperament energy, and the Page of Pentacles is a new opportunity in the future opening up. But this is all about patience and balance. Again, balancing energy with the Two of Pentacles. that sure, there's a possibility always of having some pretty, um, I can't even say in all of our lives, there can be volatile things. If I choose to be volatile myself, if my energy goes dark, I will draw in dark things, right? But it's not likely that you're going to go in that direction, because it's only if someone escalates in your presence, if you escalate with them and you keep escalating, 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 and escalating, that's what brings us to, stranger danger mode, or the old Lost in Space, danger, Will Robinson, danger, right? And it's like, no, you're raising your vibration, you're not going in that direction, right? So I kind of feel like, um sure, there's always a possibility of us freaking out and going extreme, but it's highly unlikely where you're at in your life now. Maybe 10 years ago, I could see you ending up in jail. Just jokes, not really. Well, maybe, but not now, right? Let's see what else they have here. Yep, Four of Wands, joy, celebration, focusing on joy energy, not fear energy, but joy energy expands joy. If I fear, oh God, something's going to happen, something's going to happen, something's going to happen. What happens? I draw it towards me. Like, hey, do you see that lion walking across the parking lot? I do. Oh my God, I sure hope that lion doesn't come and attack me. That lion. And the lion goes, what? Are you, what? Asking me to come over to you? You're like, no. But if we watch it and don't focus on it, we focus on something else, it continues to move along and we continue in a different direction, right? Yep. Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, solid foundation, safety coming in here of the outside world, the Ace of Swords, seeing things from a higher perspective, focusing on seeing things more clearly from higher truths, not small t truths. So definitely, you know, nothing to be concerned of here. Yeah, we have the Three of Swords. Expectations equal disappointment and heartbreak and that kind of thing, right? Oh, 30 years ago. Okay. Not 10, but 30. I get you. I get you. Let me see here. If I'm 58, 30 years ago to been 28. I could have also around that time gone to jail. My first relationship, I could have cut someone. But the Three of Swords is that, whatever we focus on, is what we draw to as kind of energy. And the Three of Swords. So, um, and that's the biggest thing, right? W- If we, if someone is sharing their pain with us, if we like, well, it sucks to be you. Why'd you go blah, blah, blah? If we rattle a hornet's nest, expect to be stung, right? And this is just an energy along with the Ace of Swords. Just be aware of our communication and speak and live from a place of love as much as we can. And we have nothing to worry about, you know? So I like that. Yep, and the King of Pentacles, everything looks solid, solid foundation of the outside world, abundance. So I don't feel like this was about you. I feel like whoever might have been sharing this with you might be in a place of fear themselves, right? Um, so I don't feel like there's, because that's not you. Um, and so I don't feel like as long as we are speaking in love and when we recognize someone going through something, that we don't just throw salt on the wound, but, we speak with compassion and love as much as we can, right? Your fortune cookie, yep, is your course correct. Card number 9, it says, if an obstacle or diversion has interrupted your plans, this card is here to assure you that the delay is providential, bringing you an opportunity to pause and reassess in order to fine tune your direction. So I like the course correct energy. This is a good message on its own, but I feel like with you, in regards to your question, the course correct is like if I feel things are going whoop, it's like in customer service when I first started and I would have escalations because I didn't know how to not be activated along with the customer when they were like, "Meh, meh, meh, meh," and I'd be like, "Well, blah, 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 blah," you could escalation. But later, as you learn and you grow about communication, right? We realize when things are going a direction, I know that me escalating is not going to help de-escalate. It's only going to take us towards war instead of towards peace. And so staying calm and not raising voice and not becoming defensive and doing all the things helps the other person, like psst, like a tire, right? Let's deflate some of this. And it helps, and I know you have that ability, right? Yeah, it's the nice people in your life. They're great, they're great. What great, training wheels all these people are to help you really build a tough skin and learn a lot about communication, right? You learn a lot about what not to say as these people say that stuff, right? You're like, "Oh, well, that didn't go well, did it?" All right. So that's what they have for you, my dear. Hopefully that helps and helps you put some fears to rest there. I don't feel anything there. And like maybe, like you said, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, there might, have been that, but you've evolved so much in your own um, abilities and communication and awareness that there's nothing I feel to be concerned about. So I like it. All right, so that's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. Hopefully, you'll get some rest, take a nap. All right. All right, and then we are back here to Sean G. You're at 4737. Well, you had 2427. Now you have 4737. All these 777s in here. Enjoy, dream well. I saw a really cute little thing. I think it was Instagram. A little child said, um, if you don't want to have a nightmare, click on the side of your head and activate rainbow dream mode. So have rainbow dreams. Boop. So I like that. All right. So Sean G. I know you had your second question up here. Let's find it here. That was that one. There it is. Second question. Expand on my love life this summer. Ooh, okay. Let us expand. Yeah, this was the whoa, Empress and Queen of Pentacles, right? Wow. Can't believe I remember that. Always has to be spirit whenever I get these uh recollections of readings because I do so many. All right, so let's expand here. What else about Shanji's summer love? And there was two individuals. And those there. Okay. All right. Bottom of the deck, you do have the Six of Pentacles that's here. Six of Pentacles is this equal giving and receiving energy. And I like this energy because I'm getting like maybe in the past some struggles with codependent type of relationships, but these are not that. These are the the interdependent, not codependent relationships. And I like this equal giving and receiving where you don't feel like, why am I the one that always ends up having to give everything? Damn. And I feel like you have one card and then two. That's the first person that sees you as a queen of pentacles. Then you have one card and two cards, which represent the second one that comes that sees you as an empress. So the first one coming in, you have the Queen of Cups too. So this is the one that sees you as a queen, but this is also they see you as someone very intuitive, someone very um not emotional, like isn't like, oh God, you're so emotional, but so uh able to express your emotions, a ruler of your emotions, that you feel comfortable expressing certain emotion, and you're very clear in that, and so they do like that about you. Let's see what else we can know about them here. Yeah, so I do feel like the first one is a very much a fire sign. Eight of Wands here, energy is fire. The strength card is Leo energy, fire energy as well. And I what I like about this individual is it is someone like in leadership of some kind. So I feel like it's someone that is secure in who they are, they're confident in who they are, and they're very passionate um, with all of this here. And I do feel like you guys meet at some sort of event where, it's like people who own their businesses or um, leader type of things. And it almost feels like it's a ooh la la, foo la la kind of party or gathering. I kind of feel like art gallery, museum ish kind of atmosphere, very posh in a way. And I like this, and they're very much drawn, and you guys have great conversations, and there's immediate sparks from them, and I like this, and I feel like things, because that wasn't that like June 20th to July 20th, July 20th to August 20th, and so this is when you meet. This is what you guys. I wouldn't say it's like a summer fling per se with that, but I don't feel like you have a lot of, let's see, word do I wanna use? Because it's like, you don't get attached. Because I feel like they're there only for a couple months, like it's someone visiting from a foreign country or, and they're here visiting and they're here for the summer, but they're leaving, like, by August 20th kind of energy that's coming in here. They're only here for that period of time, and so that's why there's, like, because you're not gonna do over the pond, long distance kind of foreign relation, a relationship and stuff, and so you enjoy it for what it is, knowing it's not forever, but I feel like it's at a different level where it just feels so mature and so equally giving, and I like it, the interactions that you have, and then you say goodbye, and it's not a boo-hoo-hoo, but it's like, "It was great, it was," "Well, talk to you whenever I see you, talk to you again," or whatever, and, "Alright, sounds good." No expectations, nothing like that, because you weren't expecting it to be more, and it's a very mature thing, but it's a summer love, but not a fling. A fling seems you know, uh, like high school, right? This is, like, mature, so I like that. And then you hit August 20th to September 20th. In between that period is when you hit the second one here. Yeah, the 9 of Wands. So we have the 8 of Wands from the first one. This expands the 9 of Wands in September. So August 20th to September 20th. And I like that. There's this movement forward, the Page of Swords, which is heightened communication and new communication with this individual, with someone new. Um, let's take a look here. I want to see what else. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. They do see you as this perfect fit for them. And the Knight of Swords. All this swords energy. Very, very cerebral, um, meaning great conversations. Um, which is so sexy, right? I mean, because you can have the physical, we can have the emotional, we can have that, but someone that can hold a conversation where hours go by and you're just like, "Oh my god." And we didn't get bored and we didn't find it difficult. It was just this wonderful, wonderful energy that's here. Now this one I do feel is in local and lives there, and I want to just pull a clarifier because I want to verify with this Page of Swords, is it someone that comes back from your past that you already know, or is it someone brand new? I just I want to know. You got the 10 of Pentacles. There's this abundance here. That doesn't help me. Ending and beginning energy, but that can be a past relationship too. Queen of Pentacles. Here's that Empress energy again, in a way. That this was the Queen of Pentacles before. Nope. You got the Three of Swords too. I'm getting the feeling here. You like all these Leos, don't you, or these fire signs? Well, you do need a fire sign anyway to keep up. But I feel like this might be someone from the past, where that disappointment card though is like um something happened where they weren't, like something derailed you guys in the beginning, something that, you know, there's no fault in it. It's just it feels like there was an important relationship that you had in your life and they got called away and they had to move away or they had to go take care of someone. It was something that was very understandable and it was like it was the start of something and then it's like, oh, it's like maybe we're going to head into a relationship and they're like, "Oh my god, I have to go." And you're like, "What?" And they're like, "I know." And then they had to go, but I feel like they're back now. And I feel like in September is when they were like October 20th to September 20th is they went when return. And I feel like there is a re-spark of something from the past. So maybe you know who that is. Because I feel like it was like, oh my God, it would have been so perfect. It was like you guys felt like you were so perfect for one another, but they had to go to San Francisco or LA. And they're like, I have to go, my parents are dying or something like extreme where you're like, "Oh, I get it. I get it. I don't blame you. You know, I release you." Because they were like, "There's no way I'm going to be able." And you're like, "Yeah, I don't want to do long distance." Um, so, you know, whatever. And I feel like it turns back around. Interesting. So hopefully that resonates for you there. I want to know who that is. All right. So that is what they have for you. So many blessings. Nope, 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 nope. We have to do a fortune cookie. Come back, Sean. Come back. So, what else about this love of the summer? Yeah. Expectation. Yeah. Be aware of our expectations, right? Expectation is a form of memory. Our past experiences color our expectations of future circumstances and outcomes. You're asked to release any form of negative expectations based on past experiences and center yourself in the infinite possibility of now. I love that because with that Three of Swords, this is a great reminder that when they come back, it's like, don't let the expectation of, well, is this going to happen again? Come back to the now and enjoy it and let it grow from there. So I like that. All right. That's what they have there, right? Then Tanya, you are up. Or Tanya, depends on how you say your name. So if I don't murder it too much. So here's your timestamp. So Tanya, slay. What's coming towards you in the next 7 days? All right. And thank you again for your donation via CashApp. Appreciate that. And then after I'm done here, I'll let everyone know I got a few more donations. So I'll let you know where we're at on those. So, Tanya, the next 7 days, what's coming towards you in the next 7 days? Okay, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like they're going to give you at least a card a day. I feel like that's the weekend. Okay. Excuse me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 for next Sunday, not tomorrow, but the following Sunday. All right. So bottom of the deck, you do have the Knight of Pentacles. Slowest moving night out of them all. So it does feel like next week is moving slow. I know, isn't that like irritating? It's like moving slow. No. But it's always a good thing when we have, um slowness, because it's given us an opportunity of pause. There was this it's like I was reading somewhere, I think I mentioned it this morning. Was it this morning? Maybe it was this morning. Or maybe it was last night. But it said something like that. In fact, I think I kept it here. Let me just see here. Yeah, delay. Because it says that our physical world is an effect, not a cause. Um, and it says, yes, there's a delay, but that delay is sacred. It protects you from your emotional ups and downs. It asks, will you hold your frequency even when nothing seems to be happening? True creation is not about force, it's about constancy. So I like that. And I feel like that's what's coming here with this delay. It's to show us that it's okay, thank you. Constancy. I'm going to maintain this. And any ups and downs and emotions, it's not going to take me off balance and throw me all over the place, because I'm going to stay solid through this. So I like this for you this week. Monday, you start in with the Knight of Swords. So one of the faster moving, not the fastest, but the movement of thought and belief and mindset. The quests here. All knights have quests. The Knight of Pentacles is the knight of um, questing after the Ace of Pentacles, looking at your worth in relationship to the outside in a different way. The Knight of Swords is seeing things from a different perspective, higher perspective of the Ace of Swords. So Monday feels like a kind of a very reflective, mental reflective type of day that's coming in here. And yeah, the Emperor on Tuesday. And the Emperor is Aries energy, but it is, again, reflective thinking energy, but it's about stepping into your energy, your power, and going, yeah, thank you everyone for all your blah, blah, blah opinions. Everyone clear the throne room. I'm going to decide what I want. I'm going to put a plan together. Then I'm going to put action behind it. So Monday and Tuesday feel very reflective on, what do I want to do next? What do I want to do with these decisions I feel I have to make, and where am I headed with that, right? Wednesday, yeah, you are ready to start this new version, this new journey, this new adventure to come in here. And I like this for you because this is about letting go of expectations. The first card of the major arcana, the zero, follows, of course, the last card of the major arcana, the world card, which is a victory. It's a movement, an ending of old cycles, a beginning of new adventures. It's about coming back around and starting something that doesn't have all these rules and restrictions and boundaries and weights holding you back. And I feel like Wednesday is like, you make decisions and thinking on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you're taking action and you're starting your adventure. So I feel like your Monday, Tuesday, big thinking, organization, plan, and Wednesday, I'm starting my plan. Whatever this is about. Thursday, Six of Wands, already victories being won, already movement of energy with the Six of Wands. So you're already seeing immediate, feeling immediate victory. And I like it because if you take this, like, I know I want to go from here to there, instead of having it be one step or two big steps or four semi big steps. It's planning a lot of small steps to get there. And then you just focus on the next step, the next step, the next step. You have victory, 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 instead of waiting to get to the end to celebrate victory. Celebrate every little victory along the way. And I feel like this is important. Gratitude for the victory of each step as you're going here. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, you have here the 10 of Cups. Yeah, joy, celebration. So I like this feeling of putting a plan together Monday, Tuesday, taking action, then celebrating each victory, and then continue to celebrate. By the end of the week, you feel like this joy and this fullness of life because you're not focusing on what's not happening. You're celebrating what is, and you're looking at the progress you've made. And there's this great excitement with whatever this is that you're really putting some plans around. And then come Saturday, yeah, the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is an energy, could either be burden or harvest. With all these other cards, again, these tens, these harvests, these feels like you really are focusing your energy and getting these feelings of abundance that is coming in with all this. So, what a great week. Ending up next, by next Sunday, you have the Sun Day, which this is one of the most victorious and bright cards in the entire deck. And then the Five of Swords, the battle between the head and the heart. I like this because after all this week, and then you get to Sunday and you just feel this brightness of everything, this fullness, and that is when the mind sneaks in and goes, "But what if you lose this? What if this stops? When's the other foot gonna fall?" And you're like, "Bzzzt." You tell this is what you tell your this brain with that negative self-talk. No. No. I'm going to focus on what I'm grateful for, not these fears, not those things. That's the old way. Not looking at that. I'm celebrating those other things. I love that. My host gave that to me this morning. She was digging through, cleaning out stuff, and she goes, "Hey, do you want this?" And I'm like, "Oh, a no button? I can use this in my readings." I've been using them throughout the day because it's hilarious to me. All right, so let's see what else they have here for your next 7 days. Let's get you a fortune cookie too. I feel like we're being called to these angel number cards. Let's see what else they have here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good luck. That's step by step, right? One foot in front of the other. You also have spirit guides, you've got progress, you've got justice, structures, system, processes, conditioning, and rules. You're on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to just try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall into place. I love that. So that is what they have for you, Tanya. So hopefully that resonates for you. And thank you again for your donation. Many blessings to you. All righty. So let's take a quick look here. Let me just make sure. I don't think I have any there. Yeah. All right. And then when did these other ones come in here? Okay. So these came in first. All right. Let me just put these in here. All right. So up next we have Maria P. So let me grab your timestamp here. Times two. Thank you for your dual donations here. All right. Yay! And Maria, and this I'm seeing how to approach this because PayPal takes like for every donation they take like a large port like not I mean enough of a portion of each donation. And when you make 2 donations, they take that amount from each one. Um, so if you're able, and you can do whatever you want, I'm just giving you information. if you do one donation, the amount they take is less than doing two donations for that. PayPal, they take a large service fee in each donation. So, like for some of the donations, they're taking half of what you're giving, and so no worries. I just if you don't know it, then you don't know it. So, but you can in the future if you want to do one and just put all your questions, that's cool too. I don't mind that. But rather than give it to this multi-million dollar company, I know you'd rather give me the extra. So, all right, there you go. All right. So thank you for that. All right. I know, yuck. Oh no. All right. So let's jump into this one here. Let me take a quick sip here. Yeah. As much as we can. And that's the thing, YouTube takes like a third of stuff, and the only ones that don't currently are Cash App and Venmo. Um, they're not requiring to have a business account yet, but PayPal and YouTube do take quite a bit. But whatever is convenient for people is what you know is best. But information's good. All right. So, what are Wally's thoughts and feelings towards you this evening? All right. Oops. There we go. And then, what is it that he really likes from your new hairstyle? Okay. Let's take a look here. Okay. And then, does he know that he has to make that move to leave the dark side to be more happy with you? Yeah. He needs just to be happy, period. Happier, period, in his life. And then what does boss Megan and Bob think of you? All right. So Megan and the Bobber. The Bobber has more opinions. That's interesting. Okay. We'll take a look here. So, first of all, what are Wally's thoughts and feelings? We've got here the King of Swords. Again, really a lot in their head this evening, doing a lot of thinking. The Seven of Swords here, too. Oh, he's the bigger boss. um, the Seven of Swords, it makes sense with the King and the Seven here because there is that energy of old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that would cheat them out of opportunities and happiness and stuff in the past. So they're really thinking about things and really thinking about, um, you know, the things that, what is this energy? Because it's the, the challenging thoughts aren't about you, but the wonderful thoughts they have about you trigger them looking at the old things that have happened. And they're just thinking about and ruminating about this, about, and it's more like happiness, right? It's like, why, you know, what's so different about you than these situations I've had in my past? Why is it so different? He's in a real suddenly reflective mode. He's probably drinking. Had a little bit of vodka, little tequila, and he's like, very reflective, thinking about things. But emotionally, he's thinking of you as that empress again. That energy comes in here, which is that nurturing energy, that big heart of yours, the sensuality, the emotions that come in there. So his heart is very, you know, um, connected and seeing you in that manner. What is it that he really likes about your new hairstyle? The Four of Swords. It's what is it? I don't know why it just feels like it's symmetrical. He really likes how um how it frames your face. He really likes how it it does that, which I don't know. I mean, what would he know? Uh, yeah, nothing bad, all good there. So I feel like that's what it is with the 4 of swords because it has, like, 2 and 1 on each side. It's like they like how it makes your face how it frames your face, well, so because he really likes that style. So there you go. Does he know that he has to make oh, yeah, to be happy with you? No. No, not at all. The Sun card, yeah. In order to be happiness and to have this balanced, perfect relationship here, um, so the Queen of Swords is, that perfect partner, that perfect compatible person. The Sun card is the brightness, the sunshine. They're like, yeah, to have a full sunny sky, you have to get rid of the dark clouds. So, and they see that for their entire life in order for them to feel that freedom and be able to feel that they can um like be free to be and in their life and flow, they have to do something about that. So definitely you don't need to worry about that. They're like, oh, they're gonna stay with them. They're like, no, yeah, yeah. And not just for his sake, but also for her sake. Because she deserves to be with someone that she enjoys being with too, and who he enjoys being with. It's like, yeah, you know, it's torturing each other is not a good idea. Set each other free, and they know it. They just have to be able to get to it and get past some fears and get past some financial things and this and that and attachments because there's lives are so enmeshed. It's like separating conjoined twins. It's not just a here, just take a saw, everything will be fine. It's like no, if you don't aren't careful how you separate it, they both die. you know, not literally, but financially and different things. So all right, and then opinions here. What does boss Megan think of you? We've got the high priestess. You work well independently. You you might um like I'm kind of having this energy like on one a strength of yours is that you work independently and you don't need to interact with a whole lot of people. You can get a job done. You can do so much stuff yourself. The like if there was going to be like your annual review, I could see her challenging you to work more with others and to be um, mesh yourself more in a team atmosphere instead of being because you can be too independent. And they'd like you to maybe be more interdependent. And it's like, really? But you can tend to be a bit. It's not that you're hermity, but you can be kind of self-contained, right? Yeah, I agree. Okay. And then Bob, Big Boss Bob, yeah, 3 pentacles. They like that you're true to your authentic self. You don't that one of the things they like about you yeah. But even then, I feel like even around nice people, you kind of keep to yourself and you work hard, you can do stuff. You're like, it's just easier if I just do it because I do it right and I do it fast. If I involve more people, it slows progress down. But that is like, well, the example that they're bringing to me is I got feedback once from one of my bosses that I was working too hard and I needed to stop doing so much. What? I know. Because because it's like and I can see you doing this too. You spot things that need to be fixed and you fix it and you get it done and everyone else is like, "Oh, I never get a chance to do anything because they jump in first and they always do it all." And they're like, "We need to give other people an opportunity to do stuff too, so I need you to back off." "What? You need me to work less hard so that people who are working less hard can do da da da," right? So there is about it. It was perfect feedback. In case my old boss is watching. No, I'm just kidding. But it was like, yeah, I can see people were intimidated by me. Um, I'm not intimidating, and they were intimidated by me. And they were afraid of me because they were like, "Wow, you do so well," kind of thing. And I'm like, "Really?" So I would bring the stuff to my boss and go, "This is what I'm noticing what needs to be worked on. Do you want me to do that? Do you want me to get someone else to do it with me? Or do you want to give it to someone else?" And they're like, "I'm going to give this to this person to do." All right. But I'm going to tell them if they have any questions to come to you. And I'm like, fine. Not, no. If they're going to do it on their own, they need to do it on their own. No, I'm just kidding. But it was difficult in the beginning to realize that. So there you go. Okay. So you understand. Still important to go, you know what? It's part of your growth to work with others and to support others, and to other people can learn from you, and you can learn little things from other people too. So that's important. That's Laura? No, Megan. Who's Laura? But Megan. Um, um, but Bob likes the Three of Pentacles. They like how you're true to your authentic self, and how you um like you don't you respect upper management, but you don't look at them as like, oh, you're the ruler of the universe. You are yourself with everyone. You don't like, oh, I gotta be quiet and dim my light around people. You're like, here I am. And even higher ups that come visit, hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Blah blah blah. You're your sparky self to everyone, and he likes that you're authentic, and I like that. Oh, Laura's the coworker? Oh, okay. Oops. All right. The hair font too. I like this here with the hair font. They feel like you're teachable. Um, I almost feel like here that they feel like you would be a good teacher or trainer, if you ever thought of getting into training, because I feel like your personality and your knowledge, your ability to explain things, I feel like you would be a good trainer, um, a good mentor, and I feel like that's what they feel that with you there. And then the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups here, I like this, that they feel like you're someone that, again, the sparky energy, this bright energy that you have, that you can go into a room that is down or dull, and you can bring a lot of spark, right? Right? Hey, maybe that's what comes around, right? But I do feel like you're able to, brighten a room, and you're able to, bring some, you know, high vibration in, because your smile and your silliness and your excitement is contagious, and they like that. And they understand that that does come with your sparkiness that pisses people off too. Superintendent. But he realizes too that, yeah, I'm sure I can see how that can irritate some people that don't want to be lifted up. Yeah, I like this. I like this energy. And then your angel number is starting fresh. Yeah. So I do feel like you're going to get fired though. No, I'm just kidding. Here's that starting fresh energy that we've been talking about: encouragement, goals, creative ventures, communication. Step out of your comfort zone. You're about to create something meaningful. All your skills and talents will bring you auspicious profits. Build up your confidence and trust in your decisions. Yeah, I like that. All right. So that's for your first one there. So thank you for that one. Then for your second donation, you have, what is Wally planning for your 1 year? No, no. It's a secret. We talked about this. Hey, Lucky. No, no. All right, we'll see what they'll tell us about here. Has he told anyone about you and who? When will Wally meet your kiddos? All right, here we go. So, is he planning when you're being together? Okay. Has he told anyone about you? Okay. And who? And when will they meet your kiddos? Boo 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 boo. Okay. All right. So, what's he planning for your 1 year being together? You have the 8 of Cups, which is the 8 of Cups is this energy of walking away from the regular old ways. And I like it because the 8 of Cups, this person, they're walking into the unknown, which means you can't know. And I know it drives you crazy, but it's a surprise. But they don't want to do something like normal and it's walking into the unknown and they're just like, you know, shh, 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 shh. But I want to know where we're going. Shh, 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 shh. Just enjoy it. Let it be a surprise. Let them plan it. Um, and that way you don't have to fake being surprised. You can be truly, it'll be a true, authentic, what? Kind of energy. All right. So sorry. But they are planning something. You just can't know what it is. Like, no. All right. And has he told anyone about you? 5 of Swords tells me no, not yet. The 5 of Swords here represents conflict and arguments um and he just wants to avoid all that. He's still in that, area of until things are like done and done and the divorce is final and everything's gone, that he's like it's just better not to rattle the cages. And there is that, we go back to why ruin it by having other people stick their nose in it, because as soon as I tell people about it, it will spread and then people will and he's like, I don't want that yet, right? um yeah, he likes this new adventure, waiting until the old cycles ended and the new beginning with the full card. Once the world card, once the end is ended, then there's that, and then there's nothing. There's, how can you blah 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 blah? You can just hear already blah blah people blah 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 blah. And you're just like, oh, just I already have enough. I don't need any more drama from people, right? So it's not about that they're ashamed of you or don't want to say anything, whatever. It's more for your, like we talk about. I think we talked about before. It's for your protection, that people won't, get upset and approach you and different things like that, right? Your days of your life, you're welcome. All right, and then when will Wally meet your kiddos? Oh, look at 3 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Look at this abundance feelings and this 3 of Cups that's coming in here. So there's joy, a joyful, feels like some sort of joyful event in the outside world. What is this here? We got the Hierophant. When is school out? And the Justice card, this balanced energy coming in here too. I feel like here, because it feels like, I don't know why I feel like the end of summer. I mean, not the end of summer, the beginning of summer, like summer break. Do they still have that in schools? Or are they making them go all year round now? But I feel like there's some sort of break that happens in school, and there's some sort of celebration, some sort of outside activity that they want to um, go together to. And whether it's like, I don't know why in my head I'm seeing like a Renaissance festival. It just feels like that kind of a little going away to this little thing, and it's like a little trip, to, "Hey, let's go do this," and so it's something fun that the kids would enjoy, but I feel like it's has to be on a break when the kids are out of school, um, because, like, you guys go during the week or something like that, but I feel like it's gonna be soon, because maybe it's because 'cause isn't it summer break, coming in? I don't know. But so I feel like it's going to be around that type of situation coming up. So it feels like they want to be able to ask you and go, um, what if we go do this? What do you think? Is it okay for me to meet them and do this? So I like that. Let's see here for your other fortune cookie here. You've got, yeah, restoring balance. I like it. So this card calls you to notice what kind of situations, people, and circumstances throw you off balance when you get involved in other people's business besides just your two, right? And more importantly, what enables you to regain balance and recenter yourself? Gratitude, right? Noticing heightens your awareness and creates an opportunity for you to become proactive in maintaining your ongoing balance and inner harmony. So when you realize you're going out of balance, realize what is it, what thoughts and where is my nose going that takes me out of balance, and how do I get my nose back aligned into my own business again, right? So that's what they have for you. All right. So that is what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you and cheers. Enjoy your evening. All righty. Fun, fun. All right. And then we are here. Let's see. So, Suri Amanda, we're circling back for your second one here. So, let's grab these are both your timestamps together. Boom. And so, thank you for that donation. Let's give that a love and a like for your additional donation here. So, colleagues and Jean's reaction after today's issue. Okay. So, colleagues, the overall general reaction of your colleagues, because I feel like, well, there's actually like three groups, three kind of, because it's going to be different for each individual person, right? Everyone sees. It's like if 100 people see an accident, there's 100 different stories of what happened. So there's always a different perception because we don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are through our eyes and our conditioning and our filters. So just realize that. And then what is Jean's reaction to today's issue? Okay. Overall, the Three of Pentacles on the bottom seems like a lot of consensus that it's about being true to your authentic self, and it's about group and community, and I feel like they're just like, oh, okay. A lot of people, it feels that way, are just like, okay, well, that's what happened there. We'll see what John's separate one is here, but I feel like overall the overall energy on the bottom is just people are like, yeah, we're all human, we all have stuff that happens, all the stuff that goes around and comes around, and all that type of things. So it's not you know a big deal to a lot of people. Most people are concerned about themselves, and the only reason why they're in other people's business and looking around is they're comparing themselves to other people to see how lovable we are. So if I see you going through drama, I'm like, or I want to take attention off of me and go, look over there. Just don't look at me, kind of energy that comes in with it. So just keep that in mind with everything. One set here, King of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Well, there is a few people that are very happy about it, the 10 of Cups, the King of Pentacles. Um, this I don't know what the situation is, but it's like there's this energy of, uh, well, he got what he deserved. So I feel like this is what this 10 of Cups and King of Pentacles is like, yeah, whatever happened, whatever you said, whatever, they're like, he totally deserves that. So there's a group here that is like, yeah, sh- that are backing you, right? And I feel like we talked about that right before, that you have a lot of support. There are people like, yeah, we know, we've interacted with them too. They totally deserve what they got, right? Then you have some others that are 9 of Swords and 4 of Swords. And you have a couple people here that they don't like conflict because of what they grew up with and stuff. They like things to be peaceable. They don't like any conflict. And these people feel like people that with that 4 of Swords, like they run, they are like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be involved in it. They shrink and go away because that's what they learned growing up. Don't be around conflict. If people are fighting, get out of sight. Don't make a noise. Be still. Otherwise, you're going to get sucked into whatever's going on, right? So there are a group of that are that too. And then you have the 7 of Wands and the Justice card. Yeah. And here's these individuals too. Stand up, be yourself, shine, be bright. Whatever happens, happens. Justice has been served. I just feel like there's people that are supporting you here. So a lot of your colleagues are the ones that don't like conflict, took off. Others are like, yeah, he gets what he gets. And others are like, you be you. We all need to be ourselves, whatever, you know. So I feel like the colleagues are really, with the majority of all these energies, there's none of these are like, yeah, you need to get punished. The rest of this is like, yeah, be yourself, stand up for yourself, be you, call things out. I don't know if you called him out on something, but this is the kind of energy that it feels like here. Um, so I don't feel like there's um anything that they feel is bad, really, quite honestly, with all this. Jean, however, let's take a look here. Yeah, we've got the Chariot card and we got the 6 of Cups energy here. And 6 of Cups, it's child energy. They kind of felt, I don't know if they felt like they were being scolded by their mother. Oh, there you go. He did. So he did feel like he was being scolded by his mother. That's the 6 of Cups, right? It's like the adult was, and this makes sense too with the Chariot is Cancer sign, Mother Luna, and so it's like, "I feel like I was being scolded by my mom because it was that kind of authority. How dare you?" And he was like, "Whoa, whoa." So, um and the Chariot card is going back and forth, between choices of what they felt about it, and, um but they don't feel, like, too bothered about it either, you know? They just, you know and you're a Cancer sign too. Yeah. Here's mama energy. So I don't feel like he was like, "You're being you, you're being that's who you are." They just kind of, um, when you poke the bear, well, there you go. And and he was like, "Wow." Uh, so I don't feel like he was really, really super bothered by it. It doesn't feel like, but he did for a moment, he kinda reverted back to, like, childhood where he was like, um that's why everyone was saying, "He got what he deserved. He poked the bear, he got it." You don't know any better. You're gonna learn the hard way. Uh, and so nothing too bad there. Let's see what your fortune cookie. Yeah, bless your past. Card number 5. A useful tool to help us to let go of any emotional residue that's still clinging to us from a past experience is to bless your past. So, whatever you're still holding on from the situation, you can bless your past. Whenever the memory of an event or a person comes to mind, pause and say to yourself, I bless every aspect of my past and I celebrate the contribution that it gave me in becoming the person that I am today. So we can bless our past and go, you know what? I'm grateful that that happened because it showed me one, that I stand up for myself and I don't let someone just walk all over me. And I showed other people, gave them in a way permission to stand up for themselves as well. So I like that for you here, Siri. Right. My mom, I feel like my mom just roasted me. Yep. Let that be a lesson, mister. All right. So I love that for you. That's what they have for you, Siri. So many blessings to you. All right. Let me make sure I didn't skip anyone. All right. Where are we at on time? Okay. All right. So, love, you are up next. Let's grab your timestamp here. Love is the most powerful force in the universe, times two. Thank you for your dual donations. Here's your timestamp. For anyone else, gonna be on for about, let's see, it's 7:37, for about less than 20 more minutes. So whatever I don't get to in this session, I'm gonna go spend about an hour, hour and a half with my Praying Mantis members. Then after I'm done, I will come back and have a special session to complete whatever readings I don't get to in this session. So everyone will get these. I completed all readings from this morning sessions. There's a timestamps listed in that pinned comment. I'll do the same after this one. And then after my third one, when I come back after my praying mantis session, I will also pin a comment there. So just so you know, we will get you answers today. Might just be a couple hours. So hang in there, everybody. All right. So love, most powerful force in the universe. Thank you for your first donation. Let's give that a love and a like there. And you want to know how close are Nasara, Jasara, Medbeds, etc. Okay, let's take a look here. So how close are Nasara and Jasara Medbeds? Okay, based on current energies. So I kind of want this one and this one too. All right. Excuse me, goodness. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Page of Wands, which the Page of Wands is a heightened activity, heightened like energy coming in with all this. So I feel like production, or not production, but the speed at which it's going to be introduced and be done, it's there is progress being made. It's moving up another level in progress because 1 through 10 of the Ace of Wands, this is the 11 of Wands. So it's moved up to another level of getting closer to production is the underlying energies here. Let's see what else they want us to know. Yeah, temperance, patience, slow movement on this. That's coming in. But Ace of Wands, yeah, there is spark. I feel like things kind of slowed a bit in the progress of it, but recently there's been a reactivation of more energy put toward it. And that makes sense with the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. It does feel like there's energy behind it. Yeah, we got the Full card and the Two of Swords. There is um like the obstacle that's there with the Two of Swords is there's like two different factions that are kind of wanting to pull it in two different directions, and that's where the battle is. There's people going, well, no, 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 no. Well, we want this, but we don't that, but da, da, da. And I feel like that's where a lot of the Um, delay happened, but with the Fool card, that's been resolved. So whatever the issue was, it's been worked out in one way or another through bribes or threats or whatever. they've they've worked out their differences. Now there's movement forward again. What else can we know here? 10 of Cups, yeah. The joy, the celebration, the fruition is coming with this 10 of Cups. 10 being a number of completion, and the King of Cups, the balance between head and heart. And this does say here that they've found an agreement, because the Two of Swords is the battle between the head and the heart, but that's the battle between two different people. Someone who's very logical focused, someone who's very emotional focused. They were battling, but now there's this, agreement that's been reached between the two. Both sides are happy now. Three of Pentacles, yeah, creativity. This is movement ahead. I'm feeling more here. 3 months. What are we in? June, July, August, September, fall-ish type of energy. Feel like that's their intention if things can stay on track based on current energy. But I have a feeling, which is what I feel with through everything, that it's going to be next year. I feel like they get closer and then there's another delay, another, something kicks in. There's just a lot of that energy going on in the world anyway. So it feels like, oh, now, well, we have a production issue. We need this. There's, um, what's all that stuff that was going on? You know, no, this country has this thing and they're not allowing us to have it yet. Or they want to charge us more for it because of tariffs, right? And there's all this battling going back and forth between all this stuff, and so people are getting greedy, and they're like, "Oh God, no, we can't do this, we can't do that." Um, so I feel like it's delayed until like March of next year. Like that three is really standing out for me. I know it keeps being delayed, but that's the whole thing, right? Greed gets involved, and then let's see what your fortune cookie says for this one. Then we'll look at your second one here. Yep, to have and to hold. Oh. Healthy relationships are formed through love rather than need. It is such a human thing to hold on to others through fear and insecurity, right? But this dynamic can stifle a relationship's potential to flourish and actually push someone away. Give your relationship the freedom it needs to form a healthy foundation of trust. This is a good message for all of us, but when we're talking about these, this is the relationship between people informing and having the med beds and all that, right? It's what we're talking about here. Healthy health, right? Healthy health relationships are formed through love and emotion rather than need, and the cost and effect and cost and what is it that rules money? They're like uh, cost and well, it's like when desire kind of energy. But fear and insecurity, right? And needing to build trust to be able to flourish. And so that is this not trusting each other and all this kind of stuff that's going on. So unfortunately, that's the people that want to do it from a place of helping people, those that want to do it from profit and losing control keeps on rearing its head, which makes sense, right? All right. So that's for number one. Number two, let's give that a love and a like here. Need like a general reading. All right. Very good. Let's take a look here. Else does Spirit want you to know? This one and this one. These two don't feel like those, but they do want this one and this one. But these are in between, like that. Okay. What do we have on the bottom here? Well, you do have the Knight of Wands. I like this coming in here for you because the Knight of Wands, this knight is on a quest for the Ace of Wands, but the Knight of Wands is like this movement of energy that's coming your way. And I feel like this is more like an energetic upgrade and like energetic downloads. You're like, what more? Yeah. This is the year of it. Every year feels like it's like with the year of uh, where I grew like 4 inches. My brother is like 6 foot. He might say he's 6'1", but he's really six, if that. And we were the same size. He's 3 years older. He went away to the military to go to boot camp and go through everything. And he came back like 6, 9 months later. I had grown. I was taller than him. And this is the kind of growth we're having this year. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I'm like 6'4". So it's like zoom, 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 zoom. This year is that. A lot of growth. So if you're feeling like this spiritual growing pains, like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm growing so much. Well, get used to it. You have the 10 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles. It's for you. All this expansive energy brings in this abundance into the outside world. So there is this physical changes that are happening to prepare you for these upgrades. So if you've been having, of course, I'm no medical professional, just disclaimer there in the description box of the video. Um, but your body is preparing for higher vibration and higher vibration. So drinking enough water, drinking some nice herbal teas, whatever you feel drawn to that's best for you. And you know all this already, I know. But just prepare yourself for it, and just go, okay, I am grounding myself because my physical body is my meridians, my auras, my chakras, all of it is being expanded and transforming. So I'm helping my body adapt to that, right? Yep. King of Wands. There you go. Holding the Ace of Wands. This is your higher self energy. This is about managing your energy. It's very important. Um, because this expansion is happening for you here. I think there was a bug on me. Um, and I like this for you. There's like this realization of who you really are. And it's like the way I can explain it is like what I've been feeling this year is that I'm making physical space. How can we say that? I'm making space in my physical energy for more of my higher self to inhabit and sit here um, within this realm, if that makes sense. But this is what that King of Wands is telling me is happening for you: is you're making this space that your higher self, the essence of your higher self, is more present in this physical human expression of who you are. So huge stuff happening here for you there. 10 of Cups, yeah, this joyful energy that's flowing in here, along with the Three of Swords, yeah. So you're also noticing how joy is more your natural state. Unconditional love is more your natural state because you're embodying more of your higher self as you've let go and burning away the things that are not you. You've been making the space for that. Because of that, the difference between the lower vibration and higher vibration is more extreme, and more so the noise that we were so used to hearing. It's like if you're in a loud club and you grew up in this loud club or bar that has loud music all the time, you don't even realize it's loud. You got used to it. But when you step outside into silence, and you get used to silence is more your norm. When you go back into the noise, it seems even louder than it ever was. Well, that's what's happening here. Some things that you're like, wow, everything's might seem like it's getting worse, but it's just the perception of it is louder to us because our vibration is rising. So hopefully that makes sense. What else do they want you to know here? You got the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's definitely time for nurturing yourself here with Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, getting out into nature as much as you can to help ground yourself. You also have the Two of Swords. When in doubt, close our eyes and open our heart when we have decisions to be made here. So it's a very important energy to realize I'm not being ruled by this. I'm being ruled more and more by my heart, my connection to the higher realms. You have the Four of Pentacles, yeah. Grounding is very important right now with all this energy. You know, connect a lightning rod to your outside of your house. Just kidding. King of Swords here, ruler over thought and belief and mindset, but this also is this king. They're the master of knowledge. They offer you the Ace of Swords as a way of knowing and higher knowledge. So it is that you're giving access to more knowing, more knowledge, access to more of the Akashic records as well. So um, hopefully that makes sense to you there. But I feel like that is what is coming in. What they want you to know right now, and we'll get you a fortune cookie here. And let's see here. Where do we want to go? Let's go to the angel number for this one. And I'm going to be wrapping up here in a couple minutes. So anyone else, I've noticed some people asking if they can get a free reading. Um, if you look at the description box of the video, you don't have to ask. All you do is put your question out in the chat. I'll be taking screenshots here in a moment. So if you do want a free reading, make sure your question is out there. I'll be heading off here for about an hour, hour and a half to spend some time with my Praying Mantis members. And then I will return and finish out all readings this evening. So just make sure to put them out there. Look at here. So for love, you got 1212, persistence, which is a shift, enthusiasm, gratitude, contentment, and new experiences. It says, oh, happy day. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance can also be in the cards. Dun, dun, dun. So I like that for you. All right. I like it. All right. And hey, Miss K. Oh, and Empress Beauty. Hello, hello. Um, so I'm going to be headed off here in like 2 minutes. But when I return, Miss K, Empress Beauty, thank you for your donations. You guys will be up first, of course, when I return. Um, and thank you guys so much for all your patience in getting to your readings. I know a lot of people wait for theirs. What after every session, I do post all the readings that I do complete, and I put timestamps as well. So I'll do that here at the end of this one. And then when I come back after I complete the session, I will post also a pinned comment once I'm done. So you guys will be able to find your reading much easier. I did complete all the readings in this morning session. So if you asked a question in this morning session, be sure to check out that previous stream and look at the pinned comments. You'll see your name and let's click on that timestamp. It'll take you directly to your reading there. And also, when I return in my later stream tonight, in the description box of the video, I will have the order in which I'm going to complete the readings. So if you want to know, where am I going to be at in it? If you're watching live, you'll be able to see when I'm going to get to yours as well. But I'm not going to be able to do any more in this session because I'm headed off here in like 30 seconds. And then I will, of course, like I said, I shall return within 2 hours to complete everything. So I think I got all the screenshots here. So Maria Amethyst Celentine, if you want a reading, if you have a specific question, pop it in now. Also, KXZAAY, make sure to put your question out there if you want a reading. I'll give you like 60 seconds to pop your question out there. Other than that, I shall be back, like I said, this evening here. So let me get this all set here. I'll post these. I think I put it up there already. Yeah, there it is. So I shall return. So thank you guys again so much. Oh, and just while I'm waiting for other people to put their questions, if you guys are going to put them out there, if you haven't watched the video about the winner announcement of the winners of those um, individuals, also in the video, I talk about a weekly giveaway. I'm going to be giving away a reading every week for the rest of the month of June. So be sure to check that out if you're interested in trying to get into the drawing there. So we'll do that. And also, if you want something to watch while you're waiting for me to return, you can check out this Sagittarius full moon video. Has a reading in there for the full moon next week, and also for the Zen Gate that we had yesterday. And we're in that energy throughout the rest of the month. So you can check out that one as well. So we'll definitely do that for you as well. Yep, absolutely, Empress Beauty. The next Miss K will be up first, and then Empress Beauty, you'll be up after that when I return in it'll probably be less than 2 hours, but it'll be about 2 hours. And let me grab here. All right, here we go. All right. Actually, Maria Amethyst Valentine, I did answer that question earlier. So if you want that one, if you go to the previous stream, then you can find that one right away here. And I might be able to grab it really quick here. Let me see if it'll let me jump over there real quick. Come on, come on, come on. Here's my lives. Ching. Go down here. Yeah, it was the 5-hour long one, almost 6 hours. Oops, let me grab that here. All right. So here's the link to that video. If you click on that, Maria Amethyst, and then look at the pinned comment, and then there'll be that list of I kind of think I was thinking a list of all the readings. You'll see your name and a timestamp, and just click on there, and it'll take you directly to it. Because you asked 2 questions, and I pulled 1 card for that, and then 1 card for your other question about your score on your exam, if I remember. So we did both of those. Okay. All right, everybody. I need to jet. I'm almost late to my other one. So thank you so much. Yeah, that one's in there too. Absolutely. All right, everybody. I'm outie. We'll see you soon. Much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself until I see you again. Remember, every second of every day, you are eternally and unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself and make sure to have some fun. Because why are we being so serious? All right. Much love. We'll see you guys soon. See you, Lucky. And Lucky, I'll get you the link for the t-shirt. It's not my own, but it's on Amazon. So I'll get you that link too. All right. See you guys.